So, Joaquín, HIFK will be facing FC Lahti tomorrow in its final match of the group stage of the Suomen Cup. Now, last Saturday HIFK faced HIK and eventually lost 2-1, although being one man more for the last third of the match. It almost seemed like it was a bit of a classic situation of if you're not going to score, then the other team will. How has the team addressed the disappointment in its training week?
We reflected on Monday. That's the day that we use in the week to reflect on the previous game, and then we just put it to bed. We were disappointed not to get the win, which says a lot of the stage that we are and how we are feeling about ourselves. That we are disappointed about, losing against one of the best teams in the country. We thought that we competed really well. Funnily enough, against until they went down to 10 men. I think when it was 11 against 11, it was a fairly even match. We were competing well, and actually they getting a man sent off, it went against us a little bit. We are reflected on it. We need to be able to control the games a little bit better and for longer. Fitness levels are getting better, and I think they are all little things that will help us to get better and to put it into the next game now, to be able to control that game a little bit better.
And after 2 matches, how do you think that the players have started to adapt the team's new DNA and style of play, and what are some of the things that the team has adapted especially well?
Yeah, we are. I think tactically, we are a little bit ahead of what we thought that we were gonna be. We're feeling comfortable with the systems that we're playing. We are getting better and being more comfortable on the ball. The style of play is slightly different than previously for some of them, not just for the ones that were here, but the ones that were playing in other teams. So it takes a little bit of time, especially to be able to do it for long periods of time. But I think we are getting better. We're getting better every day in training, and we're hoping to show that in games as well. So that is the next stage we got to focus on and be able to control the game better, as I said in the first question, for longer periods of time.
And Juanan Entrena made his first minutes in HIFK this season, and what's the status of his match fitness, and is he a potential starter against FC Lahti?
Juanan is a good example of one of the type of players that we've brought into the club this time. We have recruited players that we think that they got abilities and the characteristics of the type of players that we would want to have in our team. But obviously we had to find players that were in a specific situations that we were able to help them as well as they were able to help us. Juanan hasn't played or trained properly for a long time, so he's getting better. There's some of them that are in the same sort of situation, so they're getting better every week, and they'll be more ready to play games. Some of them that haven't played as much so far will get and will be more important than what they've been so far. But this is what competition is about, and it tells us that we got a decent group of players put together that are able to be there to be able to compete against each other.
And Yusuf Ali has played 2 strong matches, first against KTP and in HIK as well. Do you think he can keep up his form and be deciding in the match against FC Lahti? Definitely.
Yusuf is an example of the other type of player that we have tried to recruit this season. Young player that is hungry, that he thought that he deserved a better chance in the places that he's been before, and we're giving him that fair chance. He's been working really hard in training. He's been very open-minded in everything that we've told to him about, and we are happy for him that his hard work is paying off in his performances on the pitch. But he needs to keep getting better and to keep getting that dynamic that he's on to keep being important for us, because if he keeps doing that, it will keep being important for us. But it's not only him. I think there are other examples of that type of player in the squad. We see Tino filling in a position that will be very difficult for our team. He's played 2 games. He's done well. We saw Moscow making his debut the other day. That he's been the same. He's doing miles in every training session, and he deserved that chance to play the other day. And like them, we've got a few of them players that are young, hungry, and open-minded to keep improving.
Lahti is currently leading the group after a draw against HIFK and a 3-0 win over KTP, and they seem to be in good form. So what are some of the keys to getting the upper hand against Lahti?
Yeah, it's a team that is in construction. They had a new player coming in. They've been important for them. Elvas, he's a good centre midfielder for this league. They got a few others like Ennen, Lahti. They got a few players that are good for the level. Rogero as a goalkeeper, but they got a fairly young team that are very energetic, that are comfortable when the games are chaotic. With sometimes in the indoor facilities, the games could become like that. And we just got to be able to control their strengths, and for us to be able to impose ours for the game. As I said, they are leading for a reason. They've got one of the best players in the country right now, as Ennon, and he's in a good form. So there will be some of the things that we got to make sure that we control to be able to express ourselves on the ball and to be able to dominate that game.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you very much.